Magnus Carlsen taking on Gukesh. So Gukesh with white opens the game with 1e4. Now remember, Gukesh is a predominantly 1d4 player. e6, d4, d5. We have the French defense on the board. Knight to c3, the classical variation has been played, and knight f6, e5 by Guki. Knight fd7 and f4. He gets his strong center here. Magnus breaks instantly. The knight comes out. The other knight attacks the center. Bishop to e3, a6. Black wants to sort of expand on the queen side. Queen d2, b5, queen to b6, queen f2. Okay, he's looking here. b4 played by Magnus. Knight e2. Gukesh wants to take control of the d4 square here, and now a5 played. Gukesh castles. Bishop a6 played, and now Gukesh is like, Magnus, it's time for attack. F5 on the board. Well, Gukesh is going all out against the king here. First things first, Magnus says, I'm just taking this pawn. Gukesh, what's your plan? Tell me, what do you want to do? And Gukesh says, I don't care about the pawn, Magnus. I am going knight f4 to attack your d5 pawn. Magnus instantly defends it with knight e7. e6 by Gukesh. Gukesh makes a very weird move. Very weird. He goes rook c1, and you begin to question what is the logic behind putting your rook on c1. You want to take on a6. Rook a6 is forced because otherwise you lose a piece. And now maybe Gukesh wanted to play c3. I think this was his plan. But Magnus will now just take knight e6. And this position, now queens are being traded. If you count the pawns, black is 2 pawns up. Very nice move by Magnus. You know, Magnus Carlsen in top shape right now, plays queen to d6, bishop a6, rook a6 has been played, knight to e4 has been played, and then queen moves up to e3, ab4, and knight to d4. Engines hate this position for white because he's a pawn down. Also, none of the pawns are hanging because the knight on e7 doing phenomenal job defending it. Also, black goes and captures another pawn. So these are some big problems that are being faced by Gukesh, but Gukesh moving quickly, Gukesh putting pressure on Magnus, but I don't think it's going to work. Ooh, Gukesh now moving to the 7th heaven. Whoa! What? Rook e8, massive blunder by Magnus Carlsen. He had to play knight g6 here, but he's played rook e8, and all of a sudden Gukesh completely winning after queen b6. What has happened, guys? The big massive threat is rook takes e7, queen d8. And look at Magnus there. He can't believe what he has just done. What a massive blunder. Also, let's think. Okay, so you want to take here, right? So king f8. Let's try to defend that. But now comes an unbelievably insane move. Insane. Guys, I can't believe this is happening right in the center of the board. Matlab, you know, you are in the center of a big city and you get trapped. Knight d3, Suvidha Rane, exactly, isomaniac. Knight d3, queen trap. Queen can't go here. Believe it or not, this position was -5 after knight g6, almost -4. And from there, it has jumped to +8. And Gukesh didn't even take like 10 seconds to play this. He played it so quickly. Yes, exactly. Magnus is slowly realizing. And guys, it's not easy to realize this because you would think, oh, I can at least move the knight away. My queen will have space. You know, Magnus so angry. The anger is growing. You know how it is? First, you look at the board. You feel like, oh, I can't find a move easily. Then you look a little bit more. And then you say to yourself, oh my God, there's no solution. This is something that happens in chess often. And now he might even resign. He might say, kuch ho hi nahi raha hai. Gukesh is totally winning here. I mean, queen c7, threatening a check here, and queen takes. And now Magnus wants to play this check here. Maybe he's hoping for some nerves from Gukesh. Look at Magnus. He's turning around in his chair. He's so upset. He's so upset because, you know, he had got a great position out of the opening. And he's even exclaiming there after getting up from the chair. He's so angry there with himself. But Gukesh now has to control his nerves. This is an important moment for the youngster. So here's the mating idea, just so that you guys know. By the way, Queen e3 check, King h1 has happened. And he resigns! He resigns! Gukesh has beaten the world champion. Magnus doesn't even play on here. Because here's the thing. Oh, bhai. What a victory for Magnus, for Gukesh against Magnus. And people are saying that he becomes the youngest ever to beat Magnus in this Champions Chess Tour, because I think Pragg was slightly older when he beat Magnus. But